once said, we have this one life to appreciate the grand design of the universe. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. Today, as I stand before all of you, a tiny speck in the vast cosmos, I want to thank the universe for everything it has given to me, including this opportunity to share my insignificant journey. I knew my childhood was destined to be interesting the moment I was born. Although my brother and I are twins, we were born on different days. I was born before midnight, and he popped out much later the next day. My parents tried hard to instill good moral values in both of us. But then, on our part, we ensured that we did everything to make our childhood memorable and look back 20 to 30 years later and laugh at ourselves. We bunked school, we got into brawls, we troubled our teachers, and we did many other things that I'm even embarrassed to share with all of you today. Since my father is in the army, we also had an adventurous defense upbringing. We changed close to 15 schools, made over hundreds of friends, and cried every time we moved places. A lot of people, when they learn that I come from a defense background, assume that courage is a gift that was handed down to me in inheritance. Well, that's not true. Even today, more often than not, when life throws challenges at me, I mentally retreat into my safety shelter and I refuse to come out. But I'm glad that at least I recognize the need to develop my courage muscle one day at a time. And standing in front of you, delivering this speech, is one such act of that courage. So, when I go back to my dad, who spent close to 35 years in the army, and I say, "Dad, what does it take to succeed in life?" He tells me, it takes a lot more than just courage to succeed in life. And then when I asked him, so what other things are they? He laughs at me and he tells me, there are some things that your dad teaches you, and most things life teaches you. So at the age of 17, I marched out of the house to become independent and learn the lessons of life. I did a program called STEP with the Oberoi Hotels and Resorts for my graduation to learn the nuances of the hospitality industry. And oh man, it was an excruciating experience because of the long working hours I spent at the hotel. But it was also a very memorable experience for me. I loved interacting with people from all over the world, and I also had the chance to meet some of the world's best business leaders, sports persons, actors, and artists. And I particularly enjoyed my stint in food and beverage and kitchen and the bar, where I got to roll cocktails, spin cocktails, and make some fancy drinks. I think my natural love for food and all things Vogue just made me a natural fit in the industry. However, having spent 3 years in the industry, I wanted to go back to college, study, get an education for myself, just spend some time in the library and do things that normal students did. So I appeared for CAT and enrolled myself in an MBA program. And just few months into my MBA, I realized that my love for learning and development, organizational behavior, and all things related to people engagement made HR, or human resource, an obvious career choice for me. So without thinking, I enrolled for the master's in HR, and here I am, 5 years later, when I first started my journey as an HR professional. This journey has been full of its hits and misses, like all of us have had. But trust me, I have enjoyed every bit of it. And at this point, I'm actually reminded of a story from Ramayana. So just before the impending war of Lanka, Sugriv was extremely nervous. So he approached Lord Ram, and seeing Sugriv in distress, Lord Ram said to him, Sugriv, if I, the Supreme Lord, was to just even bend my finger, what to speak of Ravan and Kumbhakaran, all the demons in this world would die. So Sugriv asked him, then what is the point of collecting this huge army of monkeys? What is the point of waging this war? He said, it is merely to give you all the opportunity to grow and purify your hearts. And for somebody like me who claims to have a little faith in God, I think this story puts the journey of life into perspective. Everything we do, the work we do, the relations we build, are all a part of the grand design of the universe to help us grow, love, and become better versions of ourselves. And isn't this all that matters in the final analysis of life? The last day of life? Thank you.